So listen, you cannot do it by yourself. You need to build a team around you, and only then will you be able to scale. That you can take to the bank. Hey guys, welcome back to the Man of War channel. Before we get started, do me a huge favor. Turn on that notification bell, smash that subscribe button, and of course, share the hell out of this content. We want to be able to bring in more warrior-minded men into this YouTube channel. That's what we're about. The more, the merrier, the stronger we will get as a society. All right, so let's break it down for you. Scaling your business. Well, there are so many gurus out there that will tell you a bunch of different ways to do it. Well, I'm going to tell you my way. It may work for you, it may not, but I will tell you the people that I have coached, it has worked for them and it has worked for me. So I like to structure it in a way that you build your team around you. You will never be able to do it by yourself. As a matter of fact, a good leader of any military, a good leader of any warrior culture surrounds himself with the best fighters out there. That's what you want to do. Have a team of fighters, go-getters around you. Now, it may take a while, but once you bring them in, that will change the dynamics of your company completely. Now, one of the things that happens with leaders, a lot of times they don't want to delegate responsibility. They want to micromanage and be on top of everything. As a warrior-minded man, you need to change that. You need to start changing the perception of how you run your business, right? It should not be you hands-on all the time if you're trying to scale. At the beginning areas, of course, but when you're trying to scale, you should not be hands-on on everything. So delegating responsibilities and shifting the way that you are doing business changes everything. We also talk about, working in your business rather than on your business. Two different elements and components. Great book, the E-Myth brought that to the table when I read that, and I know that it's a very popular way of looking at things, whether I'm working in my company or working on my company. However, the way that I like to do it is more so I like to focus myself on building the team and then having yourself as the guy, but you leading the way in a different way. Now, let me say it this way. You leading the way in a different way that you're used to, which means that if you're typically the type of guy that's on top of your people, if you're micromanaging, if you're a day-to-day operator, if you're making sure that you're counting all the pennies and crossing all the T's and making sure that all the I's are dotted and so on in your systems and processes, we all know all about that. Now, your way has to shift, because for you to scale as a CEO and the leader and the visionary of your company, and if you really want to take it to the next level, you have to go out there and network and push your company, push your mission, push your vision. That's right, push it. Make sure that it becomes part of you, so you become either the face of it or you have someone that you're working with that is leading you in the right direction on how to build the message in the most powerful manner. Now, it's not just scaling and trading time for money. People get very confused. They think that you're constantly trading time for money and you're doing more of to build more of. Let's not think of it that way. Change that paradigm immediately and get out of that funk of your life. Just because you're adding more time does not necessarily mean that your business is growing. Let me say that again. Just because you're adding more time and you're working harder or longer does not necessarily mean that your business is growing. Now, it's better to think of it from a point of view that every hour, every moment that you are dealing with your business, it's meaningful, it's impactful, it has weight. So you can do maybe something in 3 hours with impact and meaning and have growth in your company, rather than spend 10 or 15 hours in things that are meaningless and don't really have a priority in your life, right? They have no priority in your company whatsoever. So I'm going to tell you this much. The worst thing that you can do as a business owner, as a CEO, as someone that's building and scaling a company, is to lock yourself in your four walls all day. As a matter of fact, that's where most men sit. They lock themselves up and all they do is run their daily operations in their business. They don't go out there, they don't network, they're too scared to put themselves out in the real world. I will tell you this, without a doubt, your company will never scale that way. You need to start shifting and becoming a person that goes out into the real world to bring in food for your company, to bring in more revenue for your company, to bring in more ideas for your company. You see where I'm going with this? This is what it's about. You nourishing your soul, nourishing your mind so it can give you the ideas and the vision to continue to scale and grow. People, life is too short for you to sit around and do nothing and expect your business is going to grow just because you're going to throw some extra money in marketing. It doesn't work that way. Anybody will tell you. As a matter of fact, a lot of times businesses, especially that are ran by warriors, men who will go to hell and high water, that will study their craft, that are going to sharpen the way that they lead, those men make a big difference. Because instead of, most people think, throwing more money at the business, the money actually starts working in a different way. The marketing starts coming more organically because now people trust you and you're building a brand and you're building a story within your company. And all of a sudden your marketing is not even nearly as high as it was before, yet your revenues are coming in much stronger. Believe me when I tell you that most businesses that fail in our society are not because the owner doesn't put in all the time to get things done. It's because the owner has no guidance in really how to scale and build a company. It's because the owner micromanages everything daily, from every dollar that goes in to every dollar that goes out. And when you start living that life and start playing that game, there is no way in hell that you can grow, because you become part of the daily grind. And as the CEO and the visionary, you need to detach yourself from that and run your troops, run your warriors from the outside. That's the way you have to do it, right? You have to guide from the top. You know, we talk about leadership from the front, right? Leading from the front. Many people misinterpret that. They think that you are the first guy in the door, that you have to be doing what your guy's doing. Absolutely not. Leadership from the front is knowing and feeling your guys, right? Knowing and feeling your guys, like really knowing them and understanding what they need, and you as a leader giving them that so they can be successful and they can go to battle for you. Change of mind, change of philosophy. So if you want to scale, let the troops do the work and you go out there and lead them from the front. All right, guys, if you're enjoying this content, this battlefield-driven, warrior-like content, all about living the life that embodies the warrior spirit, I'm going to ask you to do me a favor. Smash that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, like this video, share it away. We need warrior men in our society. We want to build stronger men across the board. All right, before I go, I want you to watch this video here and I want you to take a good look at it, okay? It'll kind of break down how we as men should be living our lives. All right, guys, until next time, may God bless you.